Goddess Gang. It's your girl, that Goddess Girl, and I'm finally back with another video. Now look, I know I've been gone for a minute and I was actually going to discuss my absence in this video, but baby, that's a whole nother story in and of itself, so I'm gonna save that for another video. Meanwhile, we got some great content today, so since I've already been gone long enough, let's jump right into it. So as you guys can see from the title of the video, today we'll be talking about 5 reasons why we either don't follow our dreams or we don't follow through with following our dreams. And I say we because we literally all have dreams, but we also literally all doubt ourselves sometimes. We literally all get nervous, we get scared, we face setbacks and things along the way that may hinder us from following our dreams or convince us that this may not be for us or whatever the case may be. We all go through this. So if you're one of those people who've been thinking about starting a new project or a new endeavor, a new business venture, and not only thinking about it but overthinking about it, then stay tuned because this video is most definitely for you. So the number one reason why I believe that people don't follow their dreams is because they don't have the skills to do so. And when you think about skills and a new endeavor, it kind of makes sense to be nervous about a lack of skills, because if it's a new project, you probably don't have the skills, you probably don't have the experience. But when it comes to skills, that's something that you can, I won't say easily attain, but it's possible to attain. So if you don't have the skills at this very moment, one of the first things that you could do is figure out what tools are out there, what resources are out there so that you can gain these skills. You know, like what classes can you take, be it in person or online. I'm famous for taking classes. Like I love courses because they work. So find courses. You're looking at one of the tools right now, YouTube University. We've all heard of that saying. Use YouTube to learn certain skills, because I promise you, if you want to learn it, somebody's already doing it. It's already out there. So in order to acquire the necessary skills, you're going to have to kind of become a student again. And it's different from when we were in school and we had to be students, because we had grades, you know, we had deadlines, you know, we had teachers who stayed on our backs. In real life, when you're pursuing anything that you're pursuing, you're going to have to be your own accountability partner. You're going to have to be your own teacher. You're going to have to be the teacher and the student. And so in order to acquire those skills, you may not have them now, but they can be attained and they can be acquired. And you do that by researching, become a master of research, figure out what exactly is it that you want to know, and then go out there and find it. Google is all of our friends. Like, we know how that works. Google everything. Like, literally whatever you need to learn, it's already out there on the internet. It's already a book written about it. So you just have to find those resources. And actually, resources kind of segues into the second reason why I believe that people don't follow their dreams, and that is due to resources. Now, when we all think about resources, the primary resources, because skills, again, are a resource. Skills are a resource that gets the ball rolling on whatever it is that you want to do. So you need those skills. But otherwise, when we think about resources, I know our mind automatically goes to everything outside of us. But baby, let me tell you this before we go any further. Anything that you need is literally already inside of you. Like, literally everything that you need is already right there. So you may have to use, and not even may, you will have to use what it is that you already have to acquire more. But I'm telling you, to start, you have everything you need already. So with that being said, the primary resource that hinders people from following their dreams is what? Money. Now, money is tricky, and I understand why it hinders us from following our dreams. But on your journey, I want you to understand that your vision and your budget, they're not going to be friends. Like, starting out, they're not going to be friends. So in this aspect, when it comes to acquiring resources, you have to get creative. And I'm about to jump back to those skills, because listen, although you may not have the skills needed for this newfound business venture or journey or endeavor, everybody's good at something. So you figure out what skills you already have, and you figure out how you can make money from that. Figure out what you're already good at and make money from that. You know, like for me, my way, even before like I became a writer, or, you know, I started a clothing line, before, like even before I did any of those things, I was selling clothes. I mean, like going through my closet and selling stuff. Flea markets, I'm standing out on corners with no permits, like selling clothes. And even to this day, like I don't stand out on corners anymore and sell clothes, but like, or go to flea markets, but I sell clothes online. That's what I did. That was my thing. Now, I don't sing, I don't dance, I don't draw, I'm not an artist, I play no sports. I couldn't even make the cheerleading team in high school. Quit track after a week because it was making my hair sweat out. Y'all know them 2-week Dominican, every 2-week Dominican, trips. But I got no. So none of that is my thing. And I used to proudly say, I don't have no talents. What? Now I talk somebody under the table. Now I write somebody under the table. Now when it comes to fashion, I almost feel like I'm unmatched. And so those are things that I take pride in, honestly. Like those are my skills. And I've made a lot of money selling clothes. Like I've been able to pay bills selling clothes, y'all. So I'm telling y'all, find out what it is that you're good at and get it done. And that is going to help you build the capital needed to do whatever it is that you want to do later on or currently. Now, when it comes to other resources, that may be connections, that may be, whatever else it is that you need. If it's not already in you, then those are those other external resources. Meaning, again, you got to kind of become the master of research, the master of searching, because now you got to find mentors. Now you got to find people who've already successfully done what you want to do. Now you got to find people who already have a successful blueprint or system for whatever it is that you want to do. So those other resources, aside from money, because you can acquire start money using your own talents, using your own inner strengths and things like that. But you will eventually have to get to a point where you have to reach out to other people. You have to put yourself in places with like-minded people. When I first moved to Atlanta, I love Meetup. I loved Eventbrite. So you have to be open and willing to put yourself in different scenarios, put yourself in different environments around the people, again, who either are interested in doing what you do or who are already doing it, because that's how you gain those different resources, because then they become connections. Then they put you on with other people and your resources and your network expands from there. But it has to start here, and it has to start with those primary resources that you have. You got to get started, and I promise you, once you make up your mind that this is definitely what you want to do, the resources just start pouring in. It's like the universe hears you, and that's so cliche, but it's so true. But you got to be willing to start, and be willing to start with what you have to get more. Boom. Now, the next reason I feel like people don't follow their dreams is confidence. And to me, I could have started off with confidence, but if you don't have confidence, it makes sense. If you don't have skills and resources, then the confidence probably isn't going to be there, But let's say you've acquired those skills, you've acquired those resources, and you should be well on your way by now. But there's something still stopping you. There's still that doubt. There's still that fear. Well, it ain't your skills now because you're good at that. You have your resources that you need to at least start, so it's not that. Now it's all on you. Now you have to become this person who you're telling yourself you want to be. You have to actually step into this newfound journey. You have to step into this newfound title. Whatever it is, you have to become that person. You have to start convincing yourself every single day until you no longer have to convince yourself. You have to convince yourself that you can do this. You are capable. You are the greatest in the field. If not, you will be the greatest in the field. Nobody can touch you. Nobody can stop you but yourself. Like, these are literally things that you have to do. And I'm going to give you guys some specific examples. Some are things that I've kind of always done, and some are things that I've recently learned from my mentors and stuff. So one of the things that I've always done was I've always been an advocate of talking to myself in the mirror. Now, I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I was raised alone. So I didn't really have people to talk to growing up. So talking to myself in the mirror has always been a thing. Crying, I'm cheering myself up in the mirror, like I'm making myself laugh in the mirror, like I'm telling myself I'm going to be okay in the mirror, like literally for as long as I can remember, like elementary school, I've been doing that. Another thing that I've always done was write. I love writing about myself. I love reflecting on myself. I love telling myself where I'm going to go. I love giving myself specific dates. Like Like when you write shit down, can I say that? When you write shit down, when you talk to yourself, when you put it out there that this is what you really are gonna do, not even want to do, this is what you're gonna do, baby, it happens. It happens. So confidence is almost, it's like those skills that you have to acquire, because it is another skill, especially if this is something new that you want to do. You got to build that confidence. You got to tell yourself that, hey, I know this is new, but you got this. Like, talk to yourself. One thing that I've learned recently, and I really, really love it, is, and you can stand in a mirror while you're doing this too, but if for some reason you don't have a mirror accessible, then you can still do this, and I love it. I'm getting excited even just thinking about it right now. So you got to sit up straight, you got to kind of just like put your hands on your hips like you're Superman or Superwoman, like that, dun-dun-dun-dun, like, just like chin up and just like pump your head up real quick. Whatever it is that you want to tell yourself, like, I'm that girl, like, I'm that guy, like, I can do this, not I can do this, I does this, like, hands on your hip the whole time, chin up, and I feel so good, like, even right now, because it really works. It's something chemically, go look this up, the scientific, psychological reasoning behind it, but there's something that happens in your head where when you tell yourself something enough, then you feel good about it, then your body or your brain picks up on it, and it's like, oh, she's feeling good. Okay, well, let me make her feel even better. Okay, well, this is the energy that we're going with. Okay, well, this is what we're going to give it in. So whatever it is that you're feeling, everything around you is just going to amplify that. So be confident. Know that you can do whatever it is that you put your mind to. Know that you have everything that you need to start, and everything that you need to continue will be on its way to you as you keep going, okay? So now we have our confidence, we have our skills, we have our resources. Baby, start the call. We are on our way. But wait a minute. What about support? What are the people around us going to think? What is our family going to think? What is our church members going to think? What is everybody going to think? Baby, let me tell you something. Support is another reason I feel like people don't follow through with their dreams. Now, we've already started. We've already gotten the ball rolling. We're feeling pretty good because we got that confidence. And then we put ourselves out there and we don't get the response. What? And then we put ourselves out there and we don't get the response that we had hoped for, or that we wished for, or that we expected. And it's definitely enough to get discouraging, but I'm here with the encouraging message. When it comes to support, a lot of us, we tend to only look at those immediately around us. And when you think about it, these are our friends, these are our family members, these are our church members, our organization members, our elementary school friends from years and years ago. Like, these are just all the people that we can think of right then and there that we just automatically assume are going to support us. And that will break your heart going into it. Please don't go into it thinking that any of these people will support you, because while some of them may, it's a strong chance that they won't. At least not starting out. So you got to go into it knowing that not everybody will support you. You may not get the response that you want, at least not off the bat. Now, we can speculate why it is that some of our closest friends don't support us, or why the people that we talk to or we see every day don't support us. We can speculate for so many reasons, but honestly, it's not important. It's irrelevant, because the bottom line is those are not the people who support you right now. They may never support you, and that's okay, because I want you to do this. And then when you do what I'm about to tell you or teach you, you'll learn not to take any of the lack of support personal. I want you to find something called a target audience. And when you think about your target audience, I want you to think about whatever this thing is that you're doing and that you want to put out there. Who's it for? Who would you like to see use this product? Who's it for, right? Age, geography, race, if it's important, like SES, like what kind of person best suits your product, right? Now, you gotta take some time to think about that, because that's not just something that comes to your head. It takes a lot of time. But when you think about your target audience, and you think about the kind of people who you want to represent your brand or represent your product, you realize a lot of your friends don't meet that requirement. A lot of your friends don't meet that target audience. So when you start putting yourself out there, you're not offended now that your second cousin twice removed or your best friend from elementary school or middle school isn't supporting you, because you're not talking to them anyway, right? So when you learn who it is that you're talking to and who you want to hear your product or hear about whatever it is that you got going on, understand that it won't be a lot of the people who you suspected. And that's okay, because think about it. Your business is never going to sustain itself solely based upon the people that you know. Now, your reach could be quite extensive and it could last for quite some time, but it's not going to be an eternity. If forever is where you plan to go with it, it's not going to happen just off the people you know. So what you want to do is you want to find that target audience and you want to figure out who you're talking to and then talk to those people because those people are going to respond because it's for them. Right? So don't let support discourage you. Keep in mind, you aren't entitled to anybody's support. Nobody owes you their support. You can't demand it. But at the same time, whatever it is that you want to do, I promise you, it's a market out there. There's a group of people waiting for you to start their project. There's people waiting for somebody like you to get the ball rolling on that movement. Like whatever it is that you want to do, people are ready to support you. They're ready. So just do it. But know that support might not come from the people that you most expected it to come from. And that's okay. They may catch up. They may never. But the support is there. So you keep going. Okay? Oh, we're at the last one, guys. I know I've been talking forever. But we are at the last one. The fifth reason why I feel like people don't follow through with their dreams. And that is because of failures and setbacks. Now, this one is kind of heavy because nobody likes failing. Nobody likes being set back. Nobody likes the inconvenience of having to start over again. But I got to keep it real with y'all no matter what. I'm here to tell y'all this. On this newfound journey, you have to keep this in mind. Things do not always go according to plan. And that's the bottom line. Like, you'll find that you may have built those skills. You may have built that confidence. You have those resources that you need. You're getting the support you need. And still, something along the way happens. Like, I can't tell y'all how many times I've been set back in life. Like, I started my entrepreneurial journey 3 years ago. And since then, oh my gosh, I failed at so much. I've been set back so many times. I've had to start over so many times. But I love it though, because every time I got to start over, I learn something new. Every time I start over, I come back stronger. Every time I start over, I really get shit done the way that I envisioned it. But for some people, you find that you try things out and it just may not be for you. It just may not be your thing. And that's absolutely okay because you at least tried it. Now you don't have to wonder anymore. Now you don't have to wonder what it tried it. And it's okay that it didn't work out. Now you can take those lessons and you can go apply it to the next thing that you do in life, because life don't stop just because you failed, or life don't stop just because this isn't it. You know, it may even be that there's more skills you got to acquire, or there are more lessons you got to learn in order to get to the next level. So if you really, really reflect on your journey and you find that it's just really not for you, then move on with love. Let it go with grace. It's okay, you know. But at the same time, keep in mind that things don't always go according to plan. Things don't always work out the first time or the second time or the third time. But it's all about how far you're willing to go, how hard you're willing to work, you know, how dirty you're willing to get, because sometimes this shit gets dirty. Like, so that failure to me, you really only fail when you give up prematurely. You really only fail when you allow those setbacks to break your spirit. You really only fail when you don't apply those lessons that you learned even in the midst of the failure. You really only fail when you allow yourself to be a failure. So you gotta gotta make up your mind. You refusing to win or you refusing to lose. That's on you. But either way, whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it no matter what you experience on your journey. Okay? So guys, we have finally come to the end of this video. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video because I really enjoyed making it for you. This video has been on my mind and my heart for so long. This was like my goal, and I had to work through the skills and the resources and the confidence and all of that. And I did it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it for the millionth time. If you did, please like and comment. And also, please subscribe to my channel so that you guys know when I drop the next video, because it's going to be fire. And turn your notification bell on so you can be notified when I drop the next video, because again, it's going to be fire. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye. This video going up, it don't matter how it looked. I think I did pretty well.